Hello, in this video of NanoCAD Mechanica, we will try to find out how to create or generate automatic bill of quantities from scaffolding model or scaffolding two-dimensional drawing. Just to give you an idea about scaffolding, a temporary structure on the outside of a building made of wooden plank and metal pole used by workmen while building, repairing or cleaning the building. This is typical examples of scaffolding model. As you can see, we had used different pipes to generate the model, and the base plates where the pipes are actually stand, and at the same time we had used different ladder to reach to the next platform where workmen will stand to work. So as you can see the model, so you should have an idea of scaffolding model now. Our target will be to create bill of quantities, the amount of pipe we had used in the model and the length of the pipe and the diameter of the pipe and volume of those pipes and other scaffolding utilities. The problem with this model now we have in this workspace, it doesn't specify the length of the pipe and it contains block and solids. So if I can select one of this pipe, as you can see the block. So on this case, to produce bill of quantities, I will use some different examples. Here I have two different examples where I had drawn some of the pipes and produced few of the bill of quantities. As you can see on this drawing, I have different pipes and I have created the bill of quantities. Now the thing is that if we can draw one single pipe in this drawing, the bill of quantity should increase automatically, and the quantity, if we draw a similar pipe, the quantity should increase one by one. At the same time, I have one more examples where I have detailed informations about creating two-dimensional parametric objects and put into the library of NanoCAD Mechanica. As I can show you one of the examples how NanoCAD Mechanica library is actually work. We can take one of the examples of different profiles we used in the structural drawing. So this is the profiles we use. We can take one examples of I section. So in the preview you can actually visualize the section, how it look in model, and the concept of using any of these library objects is like just to go in the workspace of NanoCAD Mechanica and place the objects, and the objects will be placed, and you can take different view. You can go to different view and you can change the view. At the same time you can use different specifications of that particular view. You can press OK to create the view, so you can place the view where you need. So this is how the objects library in NanoCAD Mechanica works. So in your case, if you are doing scaffolding two-dimensional or three-dimensional drawing, you can put your objects, you can put your single entities, single objects or part into the library, and you can bring all those parts to form the entire assembly, the scaffold drawing. So on this case we will use NanoCAD Mechanica 3D models functions. So as you can see, all of these 3D functions will be used to create the scaffolding model. But we need to learn how to create those parts and how to make 3D pipes to arrange to make the 3D scaffolding model and create the bill of quantities automatically from those models or 2D drawings. In these drawings, I have one base plate design. This may not be the exactly what we use in the scaffolding two-dimensional drawing design. I just take one simple examples of base plate where I had shown that different holes where we can fasten, we can use nut bolts, and I have one 30 unit of diameter circle where we can place the pipes as we need. So this is not the right examples of any base plate, but I just draw for the presentation purpose. As you can see in this drawing, as NanoCAD Mechanica has different parametric functions, we can design any of the two-dimensional objects and we can put different parametrical constraints. For instance, we can put dimensional constraints and we can put geometrical constraints. On this case, we had used all dimensional constraints in this drawing. So it's make easier to change any of the dimensions at any point of time without changing the whole drawing, the whole base plate drawing. So on this case, we have dimensions of 55 units, and somehow if I need to change it to 70, and it should increase the line immediately after I make the dimension 70. Similarly, if I click on any of the diameter of these circles and I try to change circle's diameter something to 15 units from 10 units, so the circle diameter should get increased. So this is how the two-dimensional objects, the two-dimensional part assembly will work in NanoCAD Mechanica. So we can make one single part and we can assign different dimensional constraints on that objects to make that object parametric. So when we need to change certain of these dimensions for certain specific scaffolding two-dimensional drawing, we can do it within no time. And once we have created this kind of parametric objects, we can put back those objects to the library, and at the same time we can make similar kind of objects will be generated as block. By that I mean you can put objects in the library, and at the same time you can take any of the 2D examples on this drawing and make those part as a block. So you can access the library objects and use in the drawings to make Bill of Quantities. At the same time you can go to block, you can insert the block and you can get the Bill of Quantities the way it's convenient for you, so you can adapt that procedure of work. On this case, I have shown both. I have created some 3D pipes, and at the same time I have created one templates, the Bill of Quantity templates. Just to inform you that these templates can be changed at any point of time. The structure of the templates, the format of the templates can be changed at any point of time. I had received one of the typical examples of scaffolding BOQ format. So this is one scaffolding BOQ format, and on that I'm going to use this format actually in the drawing. So now in the first case, the base plate I had designed in 2D, I had made one block. So if I can go to insert, and I should find a base plate, and remember I need to go to base plates in the layering section. So I'll choose base plate. So I'm going to put different base plates. So I'll say insert and block and the base plate. So the moment I take one examples of base plates, so I'm going to insert one 2D base plate. So the Bill of Quantity table will increase. It holds all the records, all the informations. So as you need, it may not be the rotations, it may not be the node, it's maybe something else. You can update NanoCAD Bill of Quantity templates, and the applications will give you those related informations back on this table. So I can put a number of blocks. The table will get increased one after another. So I can create any of this block, and we can insert all the block information will be stored in this Bill of Quantity table. At any point of time, if you find that you need to delete some block you already used in the drawing, so you can just select the block and you can say delete. So the part list, the bill of quantity table will get reduced automatically. So if you make undo, and it will appear in the drawing, at the same time the bill of quantity table get updated automatically. And at any point of time, if you need to push all the informations back to Excel, so just click, all you need to do, and all the informations will be sent to the Excel. So now all the informations what I have in the drawing, the same informations are available in the Excel now. So this is very convenient. All the informations you create, and you can push back those informations back to Excel, and you can bring informations from Excel back in the drawing as well. So this is very convenient. If you have 2D drawing and you are creating block of each and every objects, you will get the bill of quantity table automatically from those blocks, and the kind of informations related to those blocks you need will be presented on the bill of quantity table. So it all depends on the attributes of those blocks. Right? So now let's go back to this 3D piping. So I have in these drawings I've created different pipes. So on your case you can create different size. On this as you can see, I have different size, different length of the pipe. So L define the length, so I have different length. So I've created some of these pipes where I have assigned the length of those pipes. So as I can go to, if I can go to the view and I try to show you the realistic format of this pipe, so you can see the pipes. You can actually use different 3D tools. There are different 3D tools, and to cut the pipes through to make the hole, and you can use other different 3D functions in these pipes. So now let's go ahead and make the 3D table working with this 3D models piping. So I'll go back to wireframe view, 2D wireframe view. So now if I go back to two-dimensional view, and as I can see, I can select the pipe, all the pipes. So I can go to properties. So it's 35. So total I have 35s inserted in this workspace, and this is the bill of quantity table. I have serial number, items, length, volume, just based on the Excel I had received from one of our customers. So based on that, I had created this bill of quantities. On your case, the parameter could be anything. So you can change this parameter. The way you need informations in the table, the NanoCAD Mechanica will give you that kind of table. So it's fully flexible. It depends on the customer needs. So in this case, we're showing the serial number, the number of items we had used in the drawing, and the items descriptions, length and volume. So in this case, I have 35 pipes. So it's showing 35 number of objects, descriptions, and the length and the volume of that particular objects. If I delete one, it should get reduced by 1, and it should show up to 34. So let's check. I can delete one, say delete. So it should get reduced to 34. So this is working now. Now what if I draw one pipe? If I go back to 3D view of this 3D view, so I can say that I am going to draw certain pipe on this, and maybe I can select the circle, and I can see, okay, so the diameter of this pipe should be, say, 12. So I make it 12 diameter of the circle, and I need to create one pipe, say up to 1000, or maybe something around 2000. So I just choose the layer, the pipe I need to create. So the layer is giving me all the informations I need to create the pipe. So I can go to 3D functions of NanoCAD Mechanica, go to extrude, and the moment I just just go to extrude, it's showing it's going to draw one pipe. So as you can see, it's showing 1000. So if I make 2000 and say 2000, and I say the profile is this, so now you can see it gets updated automatically, and say okay. So the volume now go back to two-dimensional view. So this is my pipe with 2000 unit length, and as I can see 35, and the pipe descriptions, the same descriptions of the pipe and the length and the volume is coming. So anything in this NanoCAD Mechanica applications, you can draw any of this 3D model, 3D pipes, or any of the 3D objects, and if you want, those items should be listed somewhere and should give you informations, all you need, all the informations you need in a tabular form. Then you should use these functions of NanoCAD Mechanica. There are no match of these applications. The way you get different specifications, bill of quantities of any of type of objects from either 3D or 2D models. So you can use on your practice if you are doing scaffolding model or doing scaffolding 2D drawing. Similarly, if I can double click on this and I can go back to Excel. So if I click on export to Excel, all the information sent to Excel, and you can update the informations in the Excel, and you can back those informations and call into the Excel. So this is quite handy, and okay, so let me know if you have any questions regarding scaffolding 2D drawing and 3D modeling and creating BOQ in NanoCAD Mechanica. So we can help you, and this is quite simple, as we are working in simple 2D drawing and 3D modeling using 3D functions. As you can see, the 3D functions and the table functions. So we have draw, and then we can go to table and just use the table functions to create this kind of BOQ, the bill of quantities. So it shouldn't be very difficult for you to create bill of quantities in NanoCAD Mechanica, as we are using all simple functions, very relevant to NanoCAD 2D functions, 3D functions, and the table functions. These are all NanoCAD functions, but we are using some of the functions from library, and on your case you might need to use the library, as you may have different scaffolding elements and you want to put all the elements into the library for the future use. So once you put all the elements you have for different scaffolding, different type of scaffolding model and 2D drawing, if you are doing designs or making models every day, you can put all those items back in the library and use from the library. So it will reduce your daily work hugely. Thank you very much for your time. Just let us know if you have any questions. The way we had worked in the scaffolding drawing, just let us know. We'll definitely help you on that. Thank you very much for your time. Bye-bye.